No? Okay. So let's go here. You guys need to click here, then you see. And then let's bring it actually all the way. Feature management, OTP sign up. Oh, one more thing I wanted to say. So if you do not make the dynamic, your test will be outdated. One of the things we say for the API testing or the UI testing, if your test is not dynamic, like they call the variable, and they do not use the environment tables, like environment variables, and then your test will be always manual. Always manual means you need to send the request, copy this, and paste it. Send this, copy this, paste it. So those will be, you have to do over and over. But using the environment variable, and you actually implement this properly, then your test will be fully automated. Make sense? So let's do a little bit on the Swagger first. Okay, we are done. We are signing. Okay, sign in is. Do you remember the password? Kanis, do you remember the password? Or Fahmid, what is your email ID? I have your email ID.
FAH
MID K
122. Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
Gmail.com. What happened? Okay. Control C. So now let's try it out. What is the password? Yeah, right?
2323.
Good.
No, you put the password in the email.
Oh, let's see what happened then. Invalid. So that's good, right?
Yeah.
That's also another test cases. Correct? So now let's fix it. Cut and then paste. And then all the way cut, you can bring it here, you can paste it. So you are testing that again. That's also another test case one. Execute it, and we logged in successfully. Again, did you see this? Where this token came? Here. We actually saved here, this token. That's the reason. Make sense? So don't you think we need to do the same token on the Postman too? It will look good then. Don't you think so? It will look good, right? So let's bring this here as well. Let's bring this here. In the Postman, I think I did it here. Body, that's the password I provided, but we are actually going to bring here test environment, create a new API, sorry, new collection. Let's do this. So on this, on the main folder, click it, add folder. As a user, I should be able to sign in with my valid email that I have used for the sign up. Okay, let's see. Sorry. So this is it. And now actually you can import it here. You select it, you're importing here. Raw text, paste. You've done it. So now you can make the changes here as well. Make them changing here, right? How to do this? Save it. And then you can give the name. And then also you are selecting the here. It is already here. As a user, I should be able to log in. Valid email ID that I used for the sign up. Because valid does not mean the valid. Valid has to be two places. One is the Gmail valid for the sign up, and the same Gmail has to be valid here as well. Otherwise, you will not be, database will not accept that I used for the sign up. I think we're giving the same name in the both places. Overkilling, right? So you can give the main folder name, sign in, and this kind of test case name, details. Remember the test case title is the same thing. Okay, save it. Okay, good. See how that is already getting bigger. What is the name now? Where did you create it? Did he create here? Where?
Yeah, agile and user story.
Yep. As a user, I should be able to sign in, but what is it? I don't see it here. Right? So if you want to save as, here, click the save as, and you can bring it to the exactly where you want to take it. I think I use the test.
Yeah.
Go to the test. This is it. And then now you can create a positive folder. You can create the negative folder. So you guys can see how the test structure is. Positive. That's it. Right? Did I create the positive folder? Why it is not coming? Let's go see. So you can actually log in. How about if you sign out, then you will not be able to log in anymore. So this token now, using this token, you see what happened now. So now let's go back again, do something. The sign in is done. Here. If you want to change the user information, like after you sign up. Do you guys know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, on the profile section. Yes.
Correct?
Yeah.
So the same thing you will be able to do it. So your mobile number you can change, your email, your name and email and contact information, all these things you can make the changes. So you can create so many test cases from here. You can do only, as a user, I should be able to only change the mobile. As a user, I should be able to only change the email. As a user, I should be able to only change the gender. You can make all the changes here. Okay, let's go to the one more thing, a profile image. Let's see if we can do anything. Why we did not ask anything here?
Because there's nothing there except the upload option.
Because we logged in.
Yeah.
That's the reason. We did the login, so it's not asking anything.
Oh yeah.
Because you're thinking like it's a get request. Remember, get, post, put, delete. It's a get request. So you have to think like how we're doing in the web is different here. It is the 4 things here: get, post, put, delete mostly. So let's look one more. And let's say user password change. Email, OTP. And so if this one you want to change, now you have to do the password reset, right? So if you change that, can you do this one? Can you do this one now? Execute this one? Yeah. Can you do this one? Who can tell me?
I shouldn't because I have to request the forgot password first.
You see that? You see?
That is a password.
That's the dependency. Remember, we talk about the requirement dependency. Understand this because the work is easy. So we should not be able to do this because it is this one.
This section, you have to first request a OTP to email.
Correct, right?
Yeah.
So you are doing all of this here. Am I right? But don't you think it will be super amazing if we like a click, 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 we can do all of this through the Postman and fully automated way. And then what? Then you do not need to do the manual testing over and over. Your automation is there right away.
Does it depend on your job that you have to do manual or?
This is kind of you will do. Even you will be tired doing all this manual testing. You will like over and over. It's just too much cumbersome. So automation is easy here, very easy, straightforward. Just to understand the requirement, he just said it. I cannot even run this because this requirement is depend on this API.
Yeah.
So you will be designing your folder structure in a way that it is dependent on one another.
Like the steps, like to go to the one first step, then the second, then the third.
Correct.
You can jump to 6 system.
Yes. So all I'm stopping here for a reason that you just cannot execute until you understand it. Understand means that you need to know the dependency, the prerequisite. Good? Okay. So now let's check it out. What is the email we use? Fatima? Kanis? Yeah. What is the email?
60
60@gmail.com.
gmail.com.
Okay, so let's do this. Yep, so she received you give us the email, the OTP, please. And then we're good. So email OTP and no password. So Fatima Kanis 60@gmail.com.
Okay.
What is the OTP? 3883,
381783.
right? And now you can do the new password. Let me do the new password. Good. Now you should be able to do it, right? Yeah, it did.
Yeah.
See that? So now, why you do this kind of thing? This actually driving everything you do the front end. If the mobile app doing it, desktop application doing it, and web doing it, actually behind the scene, this API is
API
actually
call
there
being
is-
made.
That's another thing. Use the same password that was used before, right?
no, this time I actually changed the password. This API was, look at this. Password reset. But before that, I actually did the forgot password.
But on the new password field.
I use the same, I use the format password just for us to remember.
Oh, yeah, that was Fahmid's password.
Yeah, just for us to remember.
Yeah.
So now here is the question. If you are doing the testing, right? And the user complain everything, or you can do in the web, actually you have to do from here as well. And the another layer is you have to go to the database as well. You need to verify the same thing in the database. That's the you call the client, web, mobile, desktop. Backend, that's the backend testing. API is the backend. Database is the same information. I will be writing a query against this staging database. Then it will, I am expecting the same information there. If I see, then it's match. That's the reason the testing job is like the 5 position. Mobile app tester, web, or the API, database, specific role, literally. Database is a specific role. The only you know the database, you're good. And then the automation. Good? Any question? So now if you, the reason the product, why product owner has to know this, because they're the one who actually gave us the requirements, correct? And if the QA keeps saying it, it's not working, product owner simply come here and do the same thing as well. After doing it and say, okay, things is not working or working. Faria, did you understand this? The last part? Yes or no?
Yes, but
Go ahead.
I don't have to. Do I have to like do all of this work? It's not mine though, right? I don't have to do it, or
No, I said if someone says something is not working, right? Keep saying it. And you keep going to the developer back and forth. Or let's say you bring the same thing on the back triage meeting without verification, then you will be in the bad spot. But simply you can verify yourself. Because there's nothing the rocket science, right? Simply understanding the requirement and passing the value. It is working or not. So what I'm saying, that's part, if you do it, then you'll be in the good spot in your role. If you do not do this, if you continue, like they rely on somebody, continue. And in this case, people will actually driving you crazy. You tell the QA over and over, can you run this? Can you run this? Well, why not you run it? Because you can easy, right? It's the Swagger, you can run it. Also, when you approve a bug, you need to actually run by yourself. Because at the end of the day, they may ask you, well, why didn't you look at this? Did you verify the QA test cases? Because you are supposed to verify the test cases.
To make sure that what the QA said is right or wrong.
Yes, before it goes to the, not,
Finance.
yeah, exactly. But you are not doing any deep dive testing, by the way. Or you are not doing any automation testing like they are doing it. But these basic things you have to do. You have to do it. Why? Because you are the one who is originally writing the user story. And based on the user story, each of these requirements is getting developed and tested. Am I right? Okay. So should we run any more in the Swagger? We should be done, right? So now you guys understand that if anything you see that you are able to run, you are able to run, it's good. If you are not able to run, means there is some dependency included in the Swagger.
So we always need to use Swagger and Postman together?
Yes, yes or no? Beginning, Swagger. Any new API, good question. Because the application will be continue developing, the new requirement is coming. If the new API comes, they will be developing and they will be exposing in the Swagger. So as a new person, you come here, you actually do the same API, make sure you understand it, prepare your question, ask your question. Once you see everything is working fine, you just try it out, take it. In the Postman, you do the deep dive, positive, negative, and you data-driven everything else.
But after it's like properly confirmed, like this is.
Yes.
Then you take it to Postman.
Correct.
Like when they finalize you and give you to test.
Yes, Postman is your like the permanent location.
Okay, so in Postman, when do we do global and when do we do just environment?
Okay, so environment is global is like, remember this token things you can use as a global. For this user, this token you can use anywhere. What is the username means here? Look at this. Anywhere user token is needed, you can use the global.
Okay,
Means reusable, means any places you can use.
okay, yeah.
And only environment is kind of, you can call the public versus private. You hear one of the thing from the coding we do, it's called the public and private. Okay, so public means like in this variable you can use anywhere, and private means only in the specific places locally. Good. Any question?
But you say like all of the company doesn't want to use Swagger.
99.99.
Okay.
If they do not use it, good question. If they don't use it, how? The developer will give the product and hey, this is the API. How? It can be a PDF. What? In the same information, let's go back like this. They can give the curl command, or they can give you the Postman request. Do you know what is it? So let's take this. I am giving you guys this exporting. Okay, export, and I just give you a name here. Give a name, econ collection, API request, right? Good. And I can send it to you guys will get it. And you guys can actually export it, import on your Postman. You want to see how to do this?
Yeah, that's not how.
Import. Here. Upload files. What is the name we give? Right? It will tell you there is something relevant in your Postman. Do you want to replace it? Would you like to keep it or replace it? Import as a copy and replace it. If you replace, it will be like updating the existing thing. If you import as a copy, then you'll have a 2 version. Good? But don't you think that's also a big mess?
Yeah.
Like all day doing this? Don't you think we need like the collaboration tool that we can be doing very super easily?
Yeah.
You did it? You shared with me? I can take it. That's the Git. That's the where Git will be coming to the picture. So you create your request, your Git, you shared with you shared with Munna, and Munna can actually import on his computer right away. Make sense? So that's the Git will be coming, and many more things, and he can see the changes. So now let's import as a copy. So that part is done. You will see here as a copy. So these are all the Postman functionality. So what do we have covered then so far? we have covered the import export